Yes, why I retired in end of '92 is, yeah, it was quite early because I was only 23 years old. But actually, racing here in America for me was like um, the end of my career. It was, my goal was to be one to be American champion, and so I was world champion in Europe, 125 to 50, and my life goal was to be American champion Supercross. When I did it in '91, I have so many. It was, for me, it was like so big achievement. Then I knew I cannot do better anymore. My heart was, already, planning something else. I want to race in road racing world championship. I have a lot of things to do, and also it was very hard for me to race over here because I was the first one, European to come to race in America, and it was not so easy at the time. It's not like now. Now it's a lot more easy. The world is more open. Before it was like quite, very close. So for me, it was like, okay, this is done, and I did what I want to do, and it's time to stop. My French friend, Pourcel, that's the only one who tried to ride, to be smooth and to try to go fast, but going fast, but not trying hard, And this is the only one I saw in the last few years to be able to ride like we were riding before. Roczen is the only one who is able to do it. Before was only French people, because we have Supercross championship in France. So all the French guy at this, I start first, but all the French guy want. The goal was to come over here to race, and it spread a little bit in Europe, and actually Roczen is the first guy outside France to have his dream to come over here and to race and to win race here. So I think it would be he can do it, I think. I started to ride motorcycle for the first time at 10 years old, and it just, after riding and riding and riding, it get better and better and better. And I don't know if it was just talent or if it was, practicing and get better and better every day. But yeah, actually, I was, it was very easy for me to ride on a Supercross track. I didn't feel like I have to work very hard. And people were jealous, maybe because it looked like it was easy for me. So people were trying very hard to try to go as fast as I was going, and I was going the same speed and not, it doesn't look like I was working hard. So it's hard for people sometimes when they work very hard and they have to fight against somebody who is just doing it like, look easy. It's not easy for me, but it looked very easy. So yeah, I understand, and people were, a little bit jealous, but that's the way it is, and I work hard to try to get better when I was young, so maybe that's why I was maybe a little bit better after, I did many things in my life, and since the last 4 years, I race a little bit car in Europe, rally car. So, but now I have a Audi TT. Yeah, when I was young, I studied many riders, and David Bayle was my hero. But I have also, like Ricky Johnson. When I was looking at him, like, he was very good and, winning everything. So when I came over here, my goal was to beat him. So, and it was at the top of his career, and so that was Ricky Johnson for sure. Oh, difficult question. Very difficult. First, I will feel difficult to fight against Roger de Coster team. So I will try to take Roger with me. That's the first thing. And I think after that, you know, I will work with him. And you know, the bike is not very important in a team. You know, it's people. You know, and when you are in a team, if the people are very positive and they put a good energy in a team, everybody is working so hard, then the result is coming. So people are more important than bike in racing. Jeff Stanton. And actually, yeah, Stanton was the best guy to fight against because he was always clean and he was very good. So you know, Bradshaw was also a good fighter, but he was sometimes too, you know, a little bit too much. He was trying too much, and you know, he was a little bit dangerous. So of course, we have a lot of fight with Bradshaw, but it was not fun to fight with him because we never know what he's gonna do. But Jeff was always very good, and you know, you can be sure that he's not gonna do something crazy. So that was better, more easy. Roger, you know, Roger was very important to me because first, you know, I was racing in Europe, and he knew that my goal was to race in America. But at this time, it was, you know, it was a big war between Europe and America. So it was difficult for me to find a ride and a team. So Roger, you know, did everything for me. You know, he opened the door for me at Honda, and that was very nice. And also, he was happy to bring somebody from Europe in a Supercross championship because he loves racing, and he don't care if the people are, you know, French, American, Japanese. If you just want to see good racing, and I think this is a good, you know, good thinking, you know. And so when I was racing here, you know, Roger always, you know, helped me a lot, you know, especially with a fan because, you know, like. You know, for me, I always tried to protect myself because, you know, it was not easy to be in a state and to race here and to be, people was not so nice with me. So, you know, always try to secure myself, to put a wall between people and me, to try to only be 100% in racing. And, you know, when I was going a little bit too far, you know, Roger always, you know, told me, okay, this, you know, you have to be nice with people. You have to show that you are happy to be here, happy to race here. And, you know, for me, it was not always easy to do it, but, you know, Roger helped me a lot in this way, you know, I think. And I'm still very friend with him, and because he did a lot of things to me, and that make a big difference in my career. You know. And I think, you know, like if we talk about Purcell, he did a little bit the same thing that I was doing, you know, because for us, for French people to come over and race in the US, it's not easy. So I think Purcell did the same thing. He just tried to protect himself. He put a wall between the fan and him and the team. And the problem when you do that is you get away from everybody, and you're always alone. So, you know, at the time, Roger helped me a lot to not go too far. You know, when I was going too far, he always say, okay, stop. You know, it's too much. You're not going to make it this way. You have to be nice with people. And you know, it's difficult to keep the good balance. And I think Purcell went too far. You know, went too far. He's a very good rider. He's very talented. He's riding, you know, very good. But he went too far. You know, he went too far between him and people. And now he's racing in Europe. But, you know, he was... you know, it was not very good, you know, to the fan. And, you know, I am French, he's French, and I feel a little bit bad, you know, in US because, yeah, the way everything ended, you know. So I hope he's gonna be back here in a couple of years and try to show them a very positive, you know, thing about French people.